What is up, you guys? It is Midwest Hound TV here. So I'm going to do a little intro here. Um, so when you hear the original intro of this podcast, don't mind me. It was one of those days where I couldn't speak correctly, so um, I just want to get on here, give you guys a little update. Yes, I know I posted some stuff on my community tab posts. If you guys haven't seen it, go after you watch the podcast. Go to my page, go to posts tab, and take a look at some of the posts that I've been recently posting. I'm going to do a little something, move one of those series up first. I think I'm going to do the ASMR one series. Start the ASMR series here first, and then the the limited time series to see how it does on this channel of the game Twisted on Roblox with Robert_Maverick Gaming. So hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Post notifications so you don't miss another video. And we'll see you guys on the other end. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the podcast. Peace. Gears Podcast, I think it is. And Crankin Gears Podcast. Excuse me. My name is, I am one of the hosts, Midwest Town TV, and I got the other host here, Mr. Robert Maverick. His channel will be down in the description down below. Say hi.
How we doing, everybody?
Very good. Very good. But, oops, sorry. I hit my mic on accident with my arm. But we got some updates for future. We'll give you little teasers of the upcoming episodes that we are planning. We just have to do final dates and whatnot. So, we'll post on our community page on YouTube and all our socials. My socials will be in my description box down below. Robert's will be on his description box. So there's a lot of things that have happened within the, I think, month and a half. Is it, Robert? 2 months or from the last episode?
Month and a half.
Yeah.
Because the first episode we did was right on May, I believe right around May 12th.
Yeah.
And it is June 15th.
And
so nearly a month.
Yep. And we'll go into why there was not another one up until now. So, and some other things about other games, stuff like that. So, let's final load. We are in our log trailers. I am in Black Betty, my W900 with 67,900 miles of my own miles I put on it. And Robert over there is in his W900 Legacy Sleeper. How many miles you got on that sucker?
Well, this current truck has only 4,069 miles on it. So it's still fairly new compared to my other W9 that has 50,000 miles on it.
Nice. So the loads that, depending on how many loads we do, we might do one, depending on how long we want to do this episode. But if we do a long one, there'll be only one. If we do medium, we'll do a small one. But all the loads, I will be making the loads through the TMP job dispatcher. So, because I
Yeah, I'll just
know,
follow you to the location.
yep. Even though it's not going to be like, um, one of those things where it's going to be a legit pickup, stuff like that. What do you want to do? Large tubes, logs, lumber, utility poles.
So let's do some. I'll say we're in St. Louis, so maybe like utility poles or piping would be realistic.
Roger that, driver. Hang on a second. Roger that, Ducky. Good seeing. Hammer down. Come on. All right. What we're saying now?
I was saying since we're in St. Louis, I was thinking either utility poles or piping.
All right, we'll go do large tubes.
Alrighty.
Where do you want to go? 2.
I'll say why don't we do like either a run, either maybe start with like a short run,
Denver.
maybe to like yeah, we can go to Denver. That's not a bad drive.
All right, then we'll go to the airport.
Oh, that's funny. That's where I dropped off just the other day when I did my episode
Yeah,
from Houston to Denver.
nice.
That's where I dropped off last.
All right, let me get the Terra Stone marked. We'll just put it that marker there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Turn your bloody vapor off. Safe travels there, driver. Come on.
Turn left.
Yeah, we're going to definitely need to give each other some space.
Yeah, that's why I'm way back here.
Come on, truck. Stay in. Get in gear. There we go.
Go straight on.
I didn't put my glasses on. That's how bad my eyes are today.
Keep left and then turn left. Turn left.
And sorry inconvenience to the people viewers watching my end. That my gameplay is gonna be a little like
Choppy.
yeah,
Just a tad.
because I literally
say
just
it's
made
normally
update.
with
Yeah,
ATS.
I just literally updated my drivers before the recording.
Yeah, it normally takes NVIDIA a second to load and everything, but
And
it's
if there's a
also
big
good
leg
test
spike,
for your driver.
there might be a big leg spike here and there because I moved my setup.
Oh yeah, you're back in the closet. Speaking of setups, you want me to go into why our episode hasn't come out until now?
Let me make sure my doors are windows. Wait till we get to the pickup.
Alrighty.
Let
me know what exit you're taking because I'm a little bit far behind you.
Okay.
I also have my head tracking off. Just because, like, I don't want to deal with the headache of it today.
Yeah.
I
Go
just
towards
haven't-
Memphis. Exit 290.
Take 290 or
No,
go
exit
straight?
290. So just keep
Alright.
left.
Alright. Getting over. Yeah.
Keep left.
Alright, now I'm coming back into your bubble.
Not for long.
Surprisingly, ATS is running as smoother than ever.
Yeah.
Because on my end, I have I think it's through Windows where it shows like my FPS, playtime, my network, and how much my CPU is
So
using.
that's the NVIDIA thing, I
Yeah, I have
believe.
that turned on, and it's doing the trick. So where I can just monitor my hardware.
174A.
Keep right.
174A.
And then exit right.
Yep.
That's 175.
Exit right. Keep left.
Then when you make that turn, just keep left to go straight. When you make that little right thing there.
Keep right. And then exit right. Exit.
You said
right.
174B, right?
A.
God dang it, I took B.
Get ready to turn right.
I'll flip a U-turn.
Asshole.
Well, it is in my name. Don't wear it out, though. I'll find the nearest exit to flip a U-turn.
Flip a bitch.
I can't when there's a Jersey barrier right along the entire
Bunny
road.
hop it like Pika. And Tony Hawk it.
I'm not.
You have arrived.
I'm not like.
Grind it like you mean it.
Is now finished.
No, I can't even flip a U if I wanted to, because I got nothing but Jersey barriers and fences. Now, I'm not gonna damage my legacy just like that.
Yeah. You there?
I have to find a place to flip, which is gonna be a minute.
That gives me time to do this.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find a place to flip, but it doesn't help when there's like fencing along this highway that I'm on.
Yeah.
But it's at least good that this truck now has the CB, but now they need to fix the cab lights.
I think they broke it with the cab lights. When
What,
they
the
put this,
CB?
yeah, when they put the CB in.
Yeah, well, hopefully they fix it before the 155 update.
And that's another thing we'll go into.
Well, it's a major thing to go into the 155 update in the newest state that they revealed, which I'm finally excited for.
Let's talk about that. So, when I know I read it and looked at it, but when it came out, but I've been so busy lately. Just explain what exactly.
Yeah. So pretty much what
yeah.
we're getting after Iowa, Louisiana, and Illinois is the great state of South Dakota, which I'm extremely excited for because that opens the door for them to probably do North Dakota right after that and finish up the Midwest. So then that opens the door for Michigan and Wisconsin.
And Minnesota.
Along with Minnesota.
Because technically, you could call Minnesota and Wisconsin Midwest. Because if you're from like the East Coast, like Maine or New York or Jersey,
Or Pennsylvania, where I'm
and
originally from.
Pennsylvania's over here.
I mean, Pennsylvanians aren't bad.
I want the
But I'm waiting for the
Philadelphia
day when they
cheesesteak.
do. Like, I'm waiting for a day when they do Pennsylvania, because I would love to see if they do like Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, like those big major cities.
So most likely they
Can be
will.
condensed.
Yeah, they might. Most likely they will. But even if they don't right away, they will eventually put those in with each revamp they do.
Yeah, like I'm looking forward to like. I'm gonna be honest, like I honestly think that Iowa is coming out maybe within the next month or two. For how close that they are,
yeah.
for it to be done with the gameplay video already out, and with the 155 update releasing soon, or well, it's not even in beta yet, but there's just news on the 155 update.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of bummed out that they're doing something that I guess would be done, but like you have something
What?
that's been seen since 2016.
Like what?
The Peterbilt 389 and the 579. Those two trucks deserve love. I get that they want to maybe redo the Cascadia, the newest one that we just got. Did you take this exit up here?
Which
Exit
one is
2?
it? I don't know.
Exit 2.
Well,
I'm trying to figure out where you
so
are.
I took so you can't go over the bridge. So you only have you only could go right. Then take another right.
Oh, I see where you're at. You're at the terraform over there.
Yes, I am, you driver. Get your butt over here. Come on.
I'm rolling my butt that way. It just took me a minute with a detour because I took the wrong exit.
Stop playing the Pika.
Give me a little more. I mean, it gives me a little more drive time.
That is true. I've been sitting here for 2 hours. Come on.
Oh, quit your complaining. Alright, let me come over and get the same load as you.
Alright, I'm going in to pick it up. I just waited for you.
Well, let me grab the load before you go.
Well, then I have to pick it up, I think. Because I'm picking up in green, but I don't know if it's going to let you pick up in green. Can't find it, grind it, eh? Oh, great. This is going to be a... Is this a back end, or... Gotta back up here. How you doing over there? Ah, fuck. Give me like a minute, and then I'll let you know when I get there. I'm almost done packing. You should be able to pick up. Nah.
Time to hit the road.
Where are you parking?
Right next to you over here.
10-4. It helps to put in mother gear. Yeah, we're going to the Denver International Airport. So, I believe we might be going to the back part where the cargo is, but I'm not quite sure. You ready? Oh, I thought you were ready. My bad. You ready, driver?
Go!
I am! So, let's get into the topic of the latest updates of ATS.
Probably much the latest news that I have seen is them revealing in the 1.5 update the update that they're doing to the 2025 Freightliner Cascadia, adding in more cab options, making the truck a little bit more customizable. I haven't fully read into those details of what's coming into it because I'd rather be left with a surprise.
Yeah.
And then with also the reveal of South Dakota, which caught me completely by surprise, because normally after they announce one state, they're normally silent for a couple of months, and then they say, okay, this is your next state. But I'm surprised that after 2 months we get the details that South Dakota
Taking
is
it
what's
right up
coming
here.
out after Illinois.
Yeah.
Turn left.
Which I'm excited to be able to take a truck and go park in front of Mount Rushmore when that comes out.
Yeah.
Because that's like one of America's iconic um, landmarks in the Midwest. And we're also getting to the point where, like, with Iowa, you're in the middle of the United States.
Yeah.
So you're reaching that middle marker. Louisiana, I'm looking forward to take a trip down into, like, the swampy bits.
Keep left and then turn left.
So I feel like maybe with Louisiana, we might see, like, a
Taking
little more
left on
dirt
the highway
roads
here.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I hope that's what we see, because Louisiana is, like, one of those states where it's swampland, but you also have, like, an iconic city like New Orleans, which has a lot of cultural history behind it.
Yep.
I hope that SCS captures that culture that's down there, because it's like one of the cultural cities out there, especially when it comes to music.
Keep right.
Yeah.
And then exit right.
Keep right up here.
Exit
So
right.
I'm going to explain something here real quick to both
go
of
for it.
both of our ends. So when I'm talking on a CB, when I know that it's not part of the conversation we're doing, I'm still listening. But since I am the leader, I'm going to try to give updates without having to like interrupt through how we're talking right now. Not on CB, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, kind of like while I'm muted, I'm kind of like listening and also giving like details, just updates about what's going on.
Yep. I have
But,
my.
like,
Go ahead.
well, I was gonna say going back to like the ATS updates that's coming out. Like, I'm surprised that SCS has revealed a little bit more than what they normally do in between state DLCs.
Yep.
So I feel like they're ramping up
Stay right.
production on these final DLCs.
Yep.
That's just my guess. But who knows? They've got like a lot of projects on hand.
That is true.
Not just for ATS, but for Euro Truck Sim as well.
I'm going 61.
10-4.
So we're not like rushing through all these runs. Do you think SCS will ever get to the 389 and 579?
I mean, if they're gonna do the 389 and the 579, they'll probably do a pack like the Kenworth W900, like a tuning pack.
Yeah.
Like, those trucks have not been touched since the game came out almost 10 years ago. It's been 10 years.
Sadly.
Like, well, 10 years since 2016. It's been 9 years.
Yeah.
But, like, the Peterbilt 389 deserves some love. Like, I would love to see the 389X makes its appearance, and maybe some different cab options for 389, maybe tie in the 589.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Peterbilt just deserves to have that love, and it's just not getting it. Like, over the last couple of years, we've seen Kenworth get a bunch of updates, Mac,
Yep.
and Cascadia.
And Mac just got the Pinnacle too.
Yeah,
And
Mac
the
got the Pinnacle
beginning,
like a
end of
while
last,
ago.
at the end of 2024, I think.
Yeah, right around the end of 24, Mac got the Pinnacle and the Black Anthem Black Edition. And then Kenworth just got the Legacy. And then we had the International. They got their updates
And
back
then
in
the
early
Gen 2
24.
T680, but they need to do more work on that one.
Yeah,
Because
that
I
is
don't,
true. The Gen 2 needs some work.
yeah,
Like, its own, like, tuning pack and whatnot.
that, and I don't want to, for the T680 Gen 2, T680,
Mhm.
I don't want to go in to the truck files and put the horsepower, the config in to make it 625 with 18 speed. You know what I mean? They should already
with the
put that
at
in.
625.
Yeah, because in real life, you have that option.
Yeah, you have that and the
Not a
Cummins.
605 or whatever it is.
It's a 605 horsepower Cummins.
And that's all.
But it would also be nice to also have the option of the Detroits as well. And the Packard motors. Because it is a Packard truck.
You want to stop at scales or bypass them?
Let's keep it realistic and stop at the scale.
Denver got rid of it.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Like, as, like, going back, like, Kenworth, Peterbilt, they're all Packard trucks, along with Cascadia and International. I don't know about Mac.
Yeah.
Because I think Mac is their own separate thing, but I know Cascadia's, I believe, use a Packard motor as well.
65,072.
Dang. Well, my load is 28,665 pounds, so we'll see how much it weighs with the truck. I am 65,008 pounds.
Damn.
I think I'm a little bit lighter than you.
I think so.
Like, I would love to also see, like, more engine options. But, like, I feel like it's just time for Peterbilt to have their turn with updates.
I totally
Like,
agree.
SCS keeps doing videos about Peterbilts, but yet they haven't done anything with them.
Maybe could they be waiting for a 155?
Well, in 155, they've only revealed about the Cascadia.
We're going to go 72.
And that's it. Nothing really about Peterbilt.
Yeah.
And, like, I love the Peterbilt 389. But, like, it's just been a really long time. And if you want to modify, you have to download a mod pack.
Leg.
Those expire every so often.
There we go.
I am nowhere near you.
Alright. I just said it
I'm
just
literally
because.
like a mile behind you.
Alright. Yeah. I'm just.
Like, I mean, Kenworth is probably done getting updates for a while with the Legacy.
What I
since
really.
they're no longer.
Yeah, you know what I really want to see?
What?
Is the apartment sleeper.
Well, I know one other truck that we're getting is Kenworth, yes. The W990. But, like, the question is, when is that coming out? We don't know.
Correct.
It could probably be this fall, since now we're in the summer season.
I got 72 set in the box.
I was doing like 56.
The speed limit's 70, so I'm just doing 2 over.
9. Yeah, it's like ATS has a lot of good updates coming out in the future, but some I would love to see soon.
Sooner than
But-
later, yeah.
Yeah, like the Peterbilts, they really need an update. They really do.
Yeah.
Like seeing like different, like especially going to Project Road Trip, that's also a cool change to see, to be able to take a break from driving an 18-wheeler.
Isn't
and
that supposed to...
taking a-
Good,
It's
sorry.
gonna be its own separate DLC.
Isn't that supposed to come out in the next update, or no?
No, I think from what I've seen, it's early 2026. Because recently they have been looking for people who own those certain type of vehicles that they want to record the sound to. To be able to record the sound, like, I already know they have the vehicles modeled. It's a matter of getting the sounds set up and then...
Why not go to
having that be
dealerships?
tested. Like, it's a cool idea, like, to take a break from driving your truck to explore
Mhm.
these DLCs. Like, there's a lot of Easter eggs to discover. Especially with the more states that come out, there's just never really enough time to bask in the scenery.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you kind of can do that, like, if you have, like, a paid mod where, like, John Ruta's Dodge 2019 Dodge Ram 3500,
Yeah.
or some other payware mods that you can pay someone on Facebook to get. But in my opinion, it just seems a little sketchy.
Well, at the same time, that's just how they make their... Because you gotta
That's how they
remember...
make their money,
it-
yeah.
So, having a website, you have to pay to have a website for the
Unlike-
domain name.
True. Unless you make your own, then it's cheaper that way.
But you still have to pay for it, though, too. You know
That's
what I mean?
true. You gotta pay, like, company like... I know of a couple, I just can't think of them.
Yeah.
Like, there's a time, like, where I'm thinking, like, where I want to actually, like, create my own merch. Like, sell t-shirts, mugs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, limited time stuff once I can grow a little bit more. Like, I would love to do that type of thing. It would be awesome to maybe make merch for the podcast in the future.
Yeah.
Would be cool to have, like, a mug that you could put on your desk of, like, our logo on it. Or a coffee cup, or a plushie.
A plushie.
I mean, it would be cool.
Yeah,
you have
it
to
would.
admit.
Then if we end up getting, like, out there, we don't have to handle all this stuff. We could maybe, for example, go to bunker branding
Hmm.
and shit like that.
I think it would be fun to sell, like, merch.
Yeah.
Like, as we continue to grow and produce these episodes. Because I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't know if I said in the last episode, but the reason why I wanted to actually do this podcast is because it was my stepdad Josh's idea back in 2021.
Yeah.
And it's like, generally this time of year is kind of hard just because it's coming up to 4 years since he passed
Yeah.
from a rare cardiac event. He was a good man, though.
So should I go into we got a weigh scale coming up. Hang on.
Hmm.
I got green light.
Another weigh scale? Didn't we just stop at one?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Did you get red lit?
I mean, I'll let you know in a second. I'm just coming up to it.
I'm just
I was a mile
passing.
behind you. You want me to go into details about why episode 2 is being recorded now?
Yeah.
Well, it's actually a funny story though.
Okay.
Is that so? Since the recording of episode 1, like my PC has decided I'm gonna start randomly just
Keep right,
triggering the safety
and then
mechanism,
exit
which
right.
is the blue screen of death. And it took me over the
Stay
last
right,
month
exit right.
until
Exit.
yesterday. Yeah, I see it.
Okay. A
So
little
like
too
it took
hot.
me to the last month because it was my other SSD hard drive that was just causing the trigger, because for whatever reason the partition size on it was not set to 1 terabyte. So I had to go through and ensure that it was set back to the right size. It seems like now that I fixed it, things are running the way that they should.
Keep left.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, which means that some of the
You want
other...
35 that goes into the 70.
Yeah, I see that. I have my GPS yelling at me where to go. I wish that there's a way that TMP can integrate like Zmod's GPS in. So you don't have to use these ATS GPS, because I really like the Garmin.
Yeah.
It's realistic.
Keep left.
I would also like to
And
see
then
a
turn
feature
left.
where we can have a dash cam in the truck as well.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like, you know how in your car you can have a dash cam and it records everything around you?
Yeah.
Like, if you're not recording a video or something, you could just have the dash cam running and it just, like, somehow sends your footage just to your drive and it stores it.
Yeah.
And then you can, like, post that as a footage, like, if you don't want to make, like, an extensive video.
Yeah. That is a good idea.
I mean, it would be cool for, like, a mod or something like that to be implemented,
Yeah.
but that's a ton of coding. And you need the model as well to model in. Plus, like, just going back to that, it's like, it's just funny that it was just that drive the entire time that was causing issues.
And is that why I was doing, like, the blue screen?
Yep, because when I went to go delete the partition size, it blue screened my computer. I'm like, well, that's the root cause that I've been looking for since, like, probably June 2nd.
That is true.
Where I finally just wiped the entire drive, set it back to 1 terabyte, re-put Call of Duty on it, ran it for 5 hours.
And what
5
did you
hours
have it
yesterday.
on?
I think it was set to like 2 terabytes.
By default?
By default, it's a 1 terabyte, but I changed the size to get more storage, which probably wasn't a smart idea. It's actually jailbreaking it, but which breaks the drive eventually.
Bad boy.
Well, now it's fixed and it's just gonna stay that way. So I'll probably eventually just buy another, maybe another SSD for everything
Keep
else.
right, and then turn right.
Yeah.
Maybe like 2-3 terabyte drive. But who knows?
Alright,
Turn right.
on the another part of the update is we're going to have I'm in talks with a YouTuber that has 3.5 plus million subscribers on YouTube.
I have 5.3 million subscribers.
5, yeah.
Because I just looked at it a couple days ago. That's why. I asked because I wanted to do some digging to see who I'm actually talking to. So I have some background information.
5.63.
Because I'm be honest, I never heard of the guy until now.
I've been telling you about him for so long.
Yeah, I
But
just never really bothered to look up the channel until now.
yeah, so how I'm just going to say this. You'll understand, both of our audiences and hopefully his audience.
Oh, I have some folks who'd be excited.
Yeah. But
because I have
to
a
how
couple who
I know,
love
because
basketball.
that episode is going with him, this said YouTuber, right? It ain't going to be no lousy bloody hour.
I'm about to say, it's going to be a good video.
It's
but
going to
not
be
gonna
a
like our
collab,
traditional-
basically.
It's not going to be like our traditional
Yeah.
version here doing
Let's
ATS.
just put it this way. For the first time ever of the podcast series, you're going to see my face and Robert's face of the podcast series. Even though my channel knows what I look like. But for the
My channel knows
podcast
what I look
wise,
like as well.
yeah.
But it's still going to be amazing what's going to be happening. Like, I've met one famous person in my life, and it's kind of cool to finally meet another. So I can say I have these connections.
I got a green light, just bypass it.
It's like the first person I met is the famous wrestler Hulk Hogan.
Yep. And I was going to
Am I
see him when he
really
came to
a
Mars
WWE?
Cheese Castle in Racine, but I couldn't because
Well,
I was doing
met
other
when
something
he
else.
was advertising his new alcoholic beverage.
That's what he was doing
a year
here.
ago. Yeah.
But
It was
anyways,
actually last summer.
yeah.
Last June.
So
around this day is when I met him.
have you?
Dude,
Go ahead.
he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Am I a fan of WWE? No, but it's kind of cool to
But
learn a little bit.
the thing is with WWE,
It's entertainment purposes, yeah.
yes, but what you see on camera, what they're talking smack and everything, is scripted. But whatever happens in that ring, going off the ropes, stuff like that, taking the bumps,
Mhm.
getting those chops, it's not
It's all
fake.
scripted, yeah.
The moves and them taking bumps and stuff is not scripted. The whole match is scripted, yes, but the getting hurt and you seeing those red marks on their bodies from those chops, especially Gunther, his chops, oh my god. You know what I mean? All that stuff and injuries are real. Look at what's going on now. John Cena is not a babyface anymore. He's heel. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. He's been around for so many years now.
And he's actually enjoying it.
Mhm.
He was on a podcast before that's not a WWE appearance, because if it was a WWE appearance he would have to stay in character somewhat, because he's one of those people that Triple H, which is Paul Levesque, in WWE don't care because he's been around, especially Undertaker and Brock Lesnar, stuff like that. It's very interesting watching his storyline right now. Put it that. But getting back to the YouTubers thing, I've known this YouTuber since 2013. So that's all I'm giving away. If you guys want to guess who it is, drop a comment down below and hit that like button. And don't forget to hit the red button. That's the red subscribe button. We're waiting for you guys to hit that button and give us a like and hit that notification bell. We'll wait.
Yeah, most people would probably take a guess. Like, it'd be like, oh, it's Mr. Beast or some of those other guys. It's like, yeah, no, we're not.
I'll give
We're
you a
not
hint.
for that.
This person does know Mr. Beast, and that's all the hint I'm giving you.
Well, I kind of hinted when I said basketball earlier.
Yeah, that's all. We're not giving no more hints.
I'm about to say, there's a lot of people who probably do like basketball type
Yep.
videos. But we're not going to say who it is. We'll just say it's a very special episode.
And I'm basically like almost a family friend because I do Special Olympics with one of his family members. Leave it as that.
I'm about to say that will be like, I mean, the way I see it, like, getting someone like that would definitely kind of maybe spark a little bit of, like, his subscribers coming over, checking out our stuff, which kind of would boost our numbers a little bit.
Yep.
And it's, like, cool to get people like that who can help, like, small, like, YouTubers and streamers like us who do things every once in a while, kind of, like, start to grow and exceed and get tips and tricks for, let's say, like, how to work around a YouTube algorithm. Because that thing is difficult to do.
Yeah.
Because you just have to narrow down your channel. Like, for myself, like, for so many years, I kept doing things like FS22, ATS, 5M, like, having too many games. So now I'm at the point, as I'm now getting older, to where I want to narrow it down to things that actually do pretty well. Like, things that actually get views, like American Truck Simulator. And then testing the water with a couple other games. Well, some other games that we play are just live streams. Like Call of Duty, Liar's Bar. I would say Farming Sim 25 could work as both a video and a live stream. Just depending on what we do and when. So I guess most things like you do nowadays is just testing the waters and seeing what do people actually want to watch and not what's popular. Like 2020 kind of like boosted things, but that's also just because people were at home, they had nothing to do.
And then my internet sucked all the time because everyone was like in the vicinity that has the same carrier as us, and depending on how big a radius people are on like that to us will also dictate on how much we get for like streaming stuff like that.
Well, like I used to have that problem where I rotated my bed and my desk 90 degrees, so where with my desktop now facing like my extender, I no longer have the need to actually physically put one in my bedroom because I'm getting like really good speeds. I'm actually staying stable with the ping, which is surprising. I have not hit 90 once. I've stayed in.
Actually, you were at 130 sitting in a truck stop earlier before we left.
For me, I never hit 100.
Well, for me it was.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Other than that, like, I've had like no problems.
Yeah. So, on that topic of other games, GTA 6, the second trailer has come out. I didn't see it because I've been so busy. When the trailer, the week or the day of the trailer that came out,
was like,
we were going to record it that day. This podcast that you're listening to and watching to right now. We were literally going to record the day of.
Our thoughts with it, but now we're like a couple weeks past, just because like scheduling, tech problems,
and working, and me. It's the summertime. I got other things going on, and
yeah. But now, like, we can get into the nitty gritty about like trailer 2.
Yep.
Like, I have most of the information from what I've seen, like, starting off with the delay for GTA 6, like the reason why it was delayed, is from a former Rockstar dev. They were stating like the reason why it's delayed a year to May 26th, 2026 is because they want to go through and polish off the online version for GTA 6. Like the storyline is completely done.
Mm-hmm.
And they just want to polish that because they don't want to have the same issues that they ran into like over what 13 years ago with GTA 5 online when it released in October 2013,
So
where you got hundreds of people's on, very few missions, and servers what were crashing out, if I remember
I
correctly.
think so, but the thing
To where,
is, go ahead.
well, as I was gonna say, to where Rockstar is working on polishing that to prevent that type of issue. They want to have plenty of missions for people to enjoy when the full game releases on that date. There might be a chance that they might push it back. I know there's a lot of games that are coming out in 2026, but the one game that's going to take that spotlight away is Grand Theft Auto 6. And they've only been
Well,
working on it
you never
since
know.
2018.
I to add to that, I personally I cannot say, or I should say, I don't think we should say we are. That's a guaranteed that is going to take the number one spot, because there's
Well,
other
that's
games that
what
came out
everyone
in a
is
year,
predicting.
like in certain years, right? That
Yeah.
my friend Midwest Dan um thought was going to take number one
Hmm.
over like Street Fighter, but Street
Yeah,
Fighter
true.
took
It
over
kind
the
of just
number
depends
one.
on the genre.
But
But I'm
depending,
saying like GTA 6.
no,
though.
I know that. I'm talking about like we. I want to see it number one, but I believe in like
Mm,
waiting to.
maybe
I'll
number
believe
one
it
in
when I
sales.
see it. I just don't want to say that
Mhm.
it's I know for a fact kind of way. But I
Well,
don't
probably
want to
for
do that.
console will be number one. But one game that I'm looking forward to that's also been announced for 2026, and you know how like I've been playing the Forza series,
Yeah.
that another Forza has been announced. We don't know quite yet from Xbox whether it's Forza Horizon 6, which I guarantee is going to be coming out right around the same time as GTA 6, or even the fall of 2026. But the
Yeah.
Forza franchise has been really good. Like, I've been playing all the games since the first one came out back in 2012. The original Forza Horizon, where it takes place in Colorado. Then in 2012, you got Horizon 2, which takes place in France. Horizon 3 in 2016 in Australia. And then in 2018, you have Forza Horizon 4, which is in Great Britain. And now we have Forza Horizon 5, which has been out for 4 years since November 2021 in Mexico.
I want to see Canada.
Yeah. Well, people are speculating that Horizon 6 might take place in Tokyo. And there's a reason for that. Is because Japan is heavily big in the car culture. Not just with Tokyo drifting, but cars in general.
Yeah.
They have a huge culture around that. And it kind of makes sense for a next installment to be there. But we just don't know the actual location quite yet. Sure, there are a bunch of leaks out there, but most of them are probably not true quite yet. And we're just gonna have to wait and see. But that's a game like I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to
we could
have
talk
fun
more
with.
when it gets closer. When
Well,
more
I'll probably
info
just
comes
start
out, because
off
there's not much.
update.
Yeah, there's not much
There's
info
like
yet for the new Forza yet. I don't think.
no, there isn't. And generally, Playground Games is good about throwing out teasers like Forza Horizon 5 has pretty much come to the end of its lifespan. As far as updates go, there's no more updates since it released to PS5. Sure, there's probably a couple bug fixes, but that's about it. They haven't added in any new cars or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Which kind of gives you the hint that they've already been working on the sequel to the game.
Yeah.
And it would kind of be nice, like, maybe in Forza Horizon 6, kind of like one of the updates that they did for Horizon 5, where you kind of have, like, a festival site, but for all the previous games.
Yeah.
Just for the nostalgia. Because honestly, I enjoy the Forza franchise a lot. But going back to GTA 6, now though, Trailer 2 has a lot to actually break down. From when I watched it, like, you kind of start to watch, like, the beginning, you kind of get to see, like, more of the characters. Like, that day when Trailer 2 dropped, not only did Rockstar drop that trailer, but they also dropped a ton of screenshots as well.
Mm-hmm.
Along with each character in their descriptions. Like, we know the two main protagonists is Jason and Lucia, which are kind of like a Bonnie and Clyde couple.
Which we
For
don't know.
GTA.
We don't technically know if it's going to be a Bonnie and Clyde story until.
Well, it kind of gives off Bonnie and Clyde vibes, but
Yes,
we
it gives
won't
off the
know
vibes, but we
until-
physically don't know until the
Um,
game releases.
Yeah, and on that day in 2026.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm looking forward to GTA 6 in the future of what it has for the series.
Can I add something to how what you were saying about they pushed it back another year due
Yeah,
to the
go
online
for it.
thing? So with adding to that online thing, even if when they want to wait to release the full game completely till it's all polished up and 100%, is not going to be all polished and 100% on release. There's always going to be the same issues that they had in 5 online, GTA 5 online, as it will have the same issues in GTA 6 online. It doesn't matter if they have to polish it out and they want to do that, which they're doing right now, but it doesn't I don't understand why they're doing that when who in the world is going to test this stuff? We're the ones that test the stuff and they get feedback on. So
Well, the
how can
thing
they
is,
know
though-
what's working and what's not?
So, funny thing that you say that is that I actually saw a post from Rockstar the other day hiring game testers.
Why
one of
would
their
they want to
offices.
hire? Do it for free. Keep the money. They're money hungry.
Well,
So
the
why are
thing
you
is,
trying
though,
to make
for-
more jobs? Yes, which would be good, but I would do it, but I would not want to do that for Rockstar. Because
No,
what happens
one-
if they do us dirty? Or
Oh,
other people
true.
dirty?
No, I've actually been thinking, like, I've been talking to family members about doing game testing. Like certain game companies will actually send you, like, the console and the game to actually test. You create videos on it, give your feedback, you can write up a report, you send it back to the company. And kind of like what some of us are doing right now for Wreckfest 2 on PC. But I'm thinking about wanting to get into being a game tester because you can make some good, decent.
But
extra
you
pocket change from it.
there's a downfall on
There is
that
a
one.
catch.
There is a downfall on that one. You have to beat the whole game in order to get paid. You have to beat it. You just can't.
Maybe.
No,
I
you
would
have.
say
You
maybe.
have to because I
Yeah.
I looked into it because I was going to do it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it. Like, if I'm doing it for the money, and I find certain bugs and stuff, I'll report it. But that's like gives you the enjoyment of like playing the game.
What happens if you get stuck on something, right? Because there's no video tutorial videos because it's still in development.
Well, that's where like you learn how you to do it, and you create the video yourself, to where you're technically the first one.
But then I get that.
Like,
Then
there's a lot of details that go into it.
yeah.
I would have to do my more research on it. But like, it's something that I've thought about doing, and I would love to.
But a lot of
do
game
as well.
testers went to school for gaming design.
Well, yeah, it kind of depends on the company. If they're looking for like the average Joe, who just spends time actually playing a game, and you throw in an application, maybe they'll hire you. Maybe they won't.
I'm entering
It kinda
Denver.
just depends. Yeah, I am stopping at the scales right now. But like, there's a lot of detail that goes into game testing.
Mm-hmm.
But like, going back into
Safe
like,
travels there,
talking about
drivers.
details of trailer 2, there's like so many features. that
Oh
could've been
Jesus, my ears!
implemented into
Thank you, you too.
being
Yeah, I'm doing
implemented in GTA 6 and
Thanks,
what was
hammer
in
down.
GTA 5. Like, when you watch the trailer, you can see like actual reflections, like trees, objects, light reflections bouncing off the hood. Like, your car mirrors will actually finally work.
Yeah.
Like, drinks like sodas, alcohol.
Hold that thought. Just so you know, you got trucks coming your way, and they
Alright.
will pique your ears. So be ready.
Well, duly noted, but going back to that though, GTA 6 trailer 2, like, you see a lot of different physics changes, and most of those physics changes came from Red Dead 2, the engine that made that, which they made more advanced
Yeah.
and more detailed, which I'm looking forward to hoping maybe in 2027, if it comes out on PC, to do some videos and streams on that.
Yeah. So
Hopefully.
there's that part I want to get into on why it is going to console first.
Well, it's because most of their profit comes from consoles, and they only get a small sum from Steam and other companies.
Well,
sell
GTA
it.
6 is a PS5 exclusive game. It's a PlayStation exclusive. So PlayStation's getting it first before Xbox and PC.
And we also know that GTA 6 runs on the normal PS5. Because that's what trailer 2 is filmed on.
Well, the normal PS5 is a next-gen console. So that's
Yeah.
why it works.
So where it's not going to come out for PS4 or Xbox One. They're outdated and they wouldn't even handle the graphic changes anyway.
Correct.
And it's like a sad downside because I still have my Xbox One. I love it. It plays certain games pretty well. But it was good for its time.
Yeah.
And it was. But like definitely like the physics changes, like when it comes to like the certain characters, you can like see like certain movements that are like explicit, but it's very noticeable when you're watching the trailer.
Yeah.
And it's highly recommended to go watch it to see all the details for yourself. But there is definitely a lot to pick through. Like, there's a lot of, like, I've noticed new and and old and returning vehicles as well.
Like what ones?
Well, like
Recompute.
going through the first trailer, you kind of like see a couple of the vehicles from GTA 5,
Impossible.
but you see a bunch of like newer like police cruisers
Yep.
and whatnot. So I think GTA 6 is not just going to be like another Grand Theft Auto game. It's also probably going to be like roleplay oriented as well.
It's going to be. At least that's what they were saying.
Because like 5M's popularity has been around since 2013, 14, give or take.
Yeah.
And sure, they've had their struggles for years until Rockstar finally bought them out a couple years ago. But 5M's still around. But the question is that I honestly have been asking myself for a couple months: how much longer is 5M going to survive after GTA 6 releases?
Yeah.
Because we've been in Los Santos for 12, 13 years now.
True.
And is 5M going to get integrated with GTA 6? Or is it going to stay integrated to GTA 5 with a whole new like setup?
That is true.
Because they would change like the future of like things like LSPDFR, where that's been on GTA 5 for years. And like I would love to see a mode like LSPDFR
Yeah.
in GTA 6. Where like you're not just playing as the criminal, you can also be the police officer doing your patrols and stuff. And hopefully hoping to have more interaction with the locals than you can in GTA 5 without like having to pay for like payware mods or just using all the free mods on the LSPDFR site.
Yeah.
But as like something that I'm looking forward to, like there's so much for GTA 6. And it's sad that it's delayed for a year, even though it was supposed to come out in fall of 2025. But things happen, and I mean, I guess they just need more time for either the reason I stated
Look
a
who
while ago
showed
or
up.
whatnot. Ow. Who showed up?
You. I'm in a
took my
dev cam
sweet
right now.
time.
I'm in a dev cam right now, so just stay there for a minute. Helps to put it in gear. And turn the parking brake off. Gay ass horn. I hate when my sensitivity is weird on my mouse. Sorry, people. There we go. I'm around the corner here. How many stops do you have at the weigh skills?
I only had 2.
Not bad. Even though I had 2, I skipped one, the second one. So. Hey, crank it, cranky holler. Oh, shit. Shitteroni. So, the upload days that we're going to try, we'll definitely do one video a month for sure. But we want to do like 2 a month if we have time, because obviously IRL comes first. What do you think with that?
Well, that's good. We just need to schedule a time for
Yep.
getting episode 3 planned, and either.
Well,
definitely getting
it
that
might be
recorded.
episode 4 or 5 with the said person.
Well, we'll see what happens,
Yep.
but we'll definitely probably post an update on that.
Yeah. You got anything else, or
No, that's pretty much my spiel.
let me park next to you, and then we'll end it off there once I do that. Lower these down. All right, people. We're going to end podcast here. I have nothing else to go on about for this episode of Crankin Gears Podcast. But if Robert doesn't have anything else, I think we'll end it. You got anything else there, Robert? Hello? Robert? Hello?
And we are closing it off.
I didn't hear a thing you said.
I was doing my closure.
Oh, I was doing it for both of us.
Yeah, I was also doing it from my end because I was still talking about some things.
Oh. But anyways, I have nothing else going on.
I have nothing more to add.
Robert's YouTube channel will be down in the description box down below. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe, and post notification bell. Turn on so you don't miss another podcast, stream, video, whatever we do. And we approve this video. Till next time, guys. Stay happy, stay humble, stay blessed, and we'll see you guys later. Adios.